questions. You know, we're going to start with politicians behaving badly right now. Texting nude photos, trysts with prostitutes, inappropriate sexual advances. We're zeroing in on scandals involving Anthony Weiner, San Diego Mayor Bob Filner, and Eliot Spitzer, who have all made headlines this week. And joining me now is sex and relationship expert Dr. Simone Bienne and CNN.com commentator Dean Obeidallah, and a man who almost needs no introduction, Mayor Marion Barry. And Mayor, we're going to talk with you throughout this broadcast a lot, and especially in the part where we talk about what happens next. How do you rehabilitate yourself? So let's get into this now. I'm going to start with Dr. Bienne. Why do sex and politics seem to go hand in hand, doctor?
Well, they do, don't they, Don? Because the type of personality that is drawn to being a politician means that you're obviously drawn also into power. And there's a big connection between power and risk-taking, and they kind of feed off each other as well. The more powerful you feel, the more risks you take. The more risks you take, the more powerful you feel. But also what we know, if we're looking at particularly Weiner, that I've been covering a lot for CNN this week, is that there's a big difference between somebody who feels entitled and somebody who has a sexual compulsion. Now, of course, we all relate to stress in very different ways, and politicians can relate to stress in very different ways. We're thinking that President Obama is able to deal with it in a healthy way. Weiner, not so much. And so he's craving that attention to deal with his stress and acting out in a way that actually, to me, says he has an entitlement complex.
Okay.
He's not caring what he does.
Let's bring in a politician who has been no stranger to scandal, former Washington, D.C. mayor and current D.C. councilman Marion Barry. Mayor Barry served time in prison for drug charges after he was videotaped smoking crack in 1990, and earlier this month he was punished and fined for accepting illegal gifts from city contractors. And you are quite open with what happened to you and quite above board, and many people are surprised that you even accepted coming on this show. Why would you accept to come on this show, quite honestly, Mayor? Thank you for joining us, by the way.
First of all,
I want to talk about this.
I wanted to clear myself in terms of what the FBI did. My situation is different than Congressman Weiner or Governor Spitzer. I was entrapped by the FBI. They spent $7 to $10 million trying to entrap me at the Vista Hotel. They've been looking at my trash and everything else, following me around. I wanted people to know that what was in that pipe, we don't know. They wouldn't even tell us. They tried.
Decision that it was worth staying in this marriage. That was a decision I made for me, for our son, and for our family.
Doctor, I applaud her. I'm sure people are going to be ticked at me. I applaud her. She's doing what you're supposed to do when you're in a marriage.
Well, you see, Don, I think you would be a very nice person to be married to if the shoe was on the other foot. You'd be the ideal candidate. But I've got to say, listen, Huma is a wonderfully smart, bright, intelligent woman, and we don't know her motives for staying in this marriage. Yes, she could be a good wife. Yes, she could be looking at this is the cultural expectation of what women do. It is the cultural expectation of what men or male politicians do, that they go out and they cheat. And it could be actually that she has political motivations herself, which I'm not criticizing for, I'm applauding her for, because if he wins and if he's successful, then she benefits from that success as well. Whatever, I completely agree with Dean, she ain't no victim.
Here's what I have to say, all right? I think that the last thing this guy, listen, he did something really stupid, but can you imagine if his wife left him at this point? Come on. And if she really, truly loves him, he's done a stupid thing. She probably realizes, look, I'm all this guy has right now, and then when he gets stronger, I may rethink things, but right now, I'm not going to kick a man when he's down, even though it's his own fault.
And maybe he didn't do it. Maybe it was Carlos Danger, his alter ego.
Maybe it was his alter ego, Carlos Danger.
Carlos Danger.
Anthony
Weiner's a good guy, but Carlos. Look, if your name's Anthony Weiner, Carlos Danger's a step up. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Listen, he did a really silly thing. I'm not condoning, but come on, I think.
No, I'm not either. I'm against
I think people are underestimating Huma, and you know. That's all I'll say. Thank you, guys. We've got to get back to the rest of the conversation. We've seen it time and time again. Politicians returning to prominence after a fall from grace ahead. How do they gain back the public's trust? Marion Barry is going to be back with